Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I created Magic and Miracles for people of all walks of life so they could achieve their manifestation goals. All the information from me is below. If you want to be in coaching with me, understand that you need to pre-book, sign the coaching agreement, and I recommend 2 to 3 months in my coaching. In the case of signature package for sure, which represents the amalgamation of the last 15 years of my own personal research, but also my experience for the last 10 years of being a coach. Okay, I have dealt with SP issues myself 15 years ago, and I wanted to conquer this problem, and I did. And this is what I teach in coaching, bite size, in 2 to 3 months. Okay, this is an immaculate coaching program that will achieve results for you if you are receptive, if you are open to my suggestions, if you're ready to face your demons, if you're ready to process the drama trauma panorama, as I call it. Okay, so it's a 3-step process. We address your history, I cover it in detail. Everything is interesting to me because you are interesting to me, and I really want to find out your belief system right now. Okay, there's something that you're operating from, which is why you're keeping all of your desires at bay. Or maybe even if you manifest something, you can't hold on to it. Okay, so there's something that needs to be tuned, if you will, rewired, really re-examined. I call it jumping timelines because once you process all the drama, trauma, panorama, and release all of those emotions, you get unstuck from that timeline, and then you have the ability to quantum leap to whatever kind of fucking timeline that you will. Okay, so right now where you are, you have unprocessed emotions, and this I teach in my coaching: how to process emotions, how to be energetically and emotionally intelligent going forward, so that you're able to face no matter what kind of challenge comes your way, but in an intelligent, sophisticated, savvy way, still having a great, fantastic life. And for the majority of the time, really experiencing success after success, not just with your SP, but overall in your life. And the last portion of my coaching, of course, is dedicated to manifestation, because now that you've processed all of that stuff, I wanted to say shit, but yeah, all of that crap being processed frees you up for being a blank canvas. Okay, you can paint whatever the fuck you want on a blank canvas. You cannot paint on a canvas that has been polluted by drama. Okay, so at that juncture, I teach you manifestation, I teach you energy work. This heightens your manifestations through the roof. If you really learn, okay, from me the right way, and you're patient and you're receptive, they're not traditional ways that I teach it. However, it really works specifically for people who have anxiety, perhaps, have difficulty focusing. It's a bulletproof program that really teaches you how to manifest on purpose. Okay, so if you have any questions before booking, I also offer installments, and those links are below. Unfortunately, only in United States for now. However, I'm always on the lookout for something new. If it comes up, I'll definitely let you guys know. So if you have any questions before booking, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right. So I have a lot of notes, so please bear with me. Today's subject is titled today's video is titled, I should say, how to make anyone fall desperately in love with you. This is so fucking easy. It's beyond. Can't believe I'm making a video on that. But, Valentine's is coming up. And of course, a lot of you, are feeling the pain and all of that. And I sympathize deeply. It used to be me when I didn't understand my own value, and I used to prioritize SPs over myself. And so a lot of you find themselves in the situation, and this is exactly what I'm very good at achieving in my coaching is you have to prioritize yourself. The energy has to be on you. So let me preface this video by saying that everything that I discuss on my channel, please understand that I am speaking from a perspective of a healed person. I've healed this in my life. So if it sounds like it's too good to be true, or it sounds like manipulation, or it sounds like something distorted, you're receiving it this way because right now it hurts. But it really is that easy if you process your trauma panorama and you have a chance to look at yourself as the real golden Buddha that you really are. What is golden Buddha? The highest version of yourself. Okay, so you have to go into this with the understanding that this is provided you've processed everything. Okay, and then later on, stick around for my personal story that will back up everything, that I'm talking about, basically. And I have many examples, but this, in particular, this was really illustrative of what I'm teaching and what I'm talking about here today. So, in essence, I'm going to give you the synopsis first. It's super easy to make somebody fall in love with you. Desperately fall in love, whatever grade of obsession or falling in love, you will. You yourself, though, okay, this is where you come in, and this is where everything starts anyway, any kind of manifestation. You have to allow for this possibility to click in with you, that this is indeed possible for you. So if you don't have the belief for that, it's going to be very difficult for you. But in essence, if you want to make somebody fall in love with you, you do it telepathically. You don't have to do anything in the 3D at all. You only need to concentrate on this person's essence and telepathically transmit to them with feeling and with thought. Okay, and I teach this in depth, and if you're going to join my lives, which by the way I suggest that you do. I coach there. It's a group coaching session. It's what it has turned into, rather than a live, chaotic with haters. It's actually designed to actually help you. For $98 a month, it's like crazy. The deal is crazy. Nobody does that. So, but in essence, it's a telepathic transmission of feeling and thought. You put yourself in the state of being in love with somebody yourself. Everything comes from you. You're going to dictate what this person is going to feel for you. Okay? So if you are feeling the in love feeling, then you're empowered to charge that person with the same feeling. And so yesterday, this person may have hated you, which I'm going to give you an example, a really radical example that I manifested like literally in an hour. Okay? I'm going to explain. Don't worry. But yesterday, this person may have hated you, and you have changed your mind about them, like what they're feeling, because you're feeling this towards them, meaning you're projecting this feeling towards them. It's an energetic transfer is what you're doing. And again, if you will be in my coaching, I will discuss this with you in depth. You are feeling it for them, and you're projecting it into their mind. Now, you can imagine them, or you can do it even in person if you have access to this individual. It doesn't have to be your SP, actually. It could be anybody, right? Just for kicks. I mean, maybe you're trying your magicianship and you want to kind of like experiment. Always be benevolent, okay? The only disclosure is always be benevolent. Excuse me. In parentheses, I have a little bit of a cough, so apologies in advance. And so, either in person, or you imagine this person standing in front of you and you can look them in the eye, either again in 3D or in your imagination, and you can simply tell them, you're falling madly in love with me. You're so in love with me. You can't get enough of me. You are thinking about me non-fucking stop, and you can't even explain to yourself like how or why. Yesterday I was a nobody to you, and today I am everything to you, simply because I switched it in my mind. Again, it has to come from your mind. It has to come from your energy. So before, let's just say what most people are doing, you used to chase. you used to obsess. The energy is going out, 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 out. But once you center your energy, now you're a generator of all of this energy that will create a different situation. So this is why concentrating on yourself and doing the work on yourself and investing in yourself, creating businesses and blah, 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 becoming more magnetic, in fact, allows you for this amazing experience of being the generator of the experience yourself, because you have the magnetism. Okay, and parenthesis here, when you work on yourself, you really are also working on your SP, because again, you're the generator of this experience, and you are upgrading in frequency. Thus you are rendezvousing with a different version of this SP. So let's just say in the past you used to chase, you guys used to quarrel, you really resented this person for something that they did to you. Okay, so let's just say they left you for a third party. Parenthesis here, what I'm discussing here, it goes for third party, single people, and people who bring back their exes and this and that. Okay, it's the same deal, the same telepathy, feeling, and thought applies. Where was I now? Totally forgot. Let's just say that they left you for a third party. You're resenting them. You cannot manifest anything with this feeling that's going to be anything different than what you already see. So it is up to you to change your mind about this person, however hard it may be for you. But remember, this is just an actor in your play who popped up in this version because you had something activated from before that you haven't processed. And so now this person is portraying to you perhaps your fears, perhaps your insecurities, etc., so that you can work it out. It actually works like seamlessly. The whole situation is beautiful. It's how it's orchestrated in the universe. And so yesterday you used to hate them. Today you want to change your mind, wipe that slate clean. And this is like when we process emotions in my coaching. Now what do you want to paint? And now, you're in charge of anything and everything that you want to create. So if you choose on such a day to put on a new attitude on yourself and be like, fine, forget it. That was a sloppy creation. Now I want to make you fall in love with me. Okay, all of that insecurity, I acknowledge it, I own it, it was my creation. It's not easy to acknowledge that, but let me tell you, it's so fucking empowering, because then it's like you're in charge the entire time, whether you're producing what you want or not. It's just like, get off your ass and start understanding how to produce exactly what you want. And so I'm giving you the recipe. You yourself need to be clear and believing that if I'm feeling this way, this is why there's no one-way love. It doesn't exist in nature. If you are going to vibrate in a certain way towards this person has no fucking choice. Just stop pretending that there's any other power other than your own. They're going to vibrate in the same way. Again, not even understanding why or how, at a distance, on the fucking moon, anywhere they are, it doesn't fucking matter, because they're simply following your script, your vibration. And so it literally, in quantum physics, it's been proven over and over again that if one particle vibrates in a certain way, the other particle could be across the world, it's going to vibrate in the same way, because there's no separation in that sense between you and this person. Anything you give attention to becomes, whatever it is that you kind of like project onto it. And so up until now, chances are, again, there was an obsession, there was this like situation in your mind that you have to obsess and you have to worry and you have to chase and you have to feel less than or abandoned and this and that. Meanwhile, the whole thing is your orchestration. And so a lot of you, what you're doing is you literally pushing it away, not giving it to yourself for whatever reason. Find out the reason and work on it, and stick to the new idea that will produce the new version of this person who is absolutely madly in love with you. Okay, there's nothing else going on. Any excuse that you have is not good enough to not offer you the right version. So don't give me excuses based on who you used to be before. Let's create, like, let's unapologetically create something radically different that is going to literally blow your mind. But you do have to abandon the way that you used to feel about them before, the way you used to see them before, the way you used to see yourself before in this relationship, because again, everything comes from you. Let me check my notes really quick. So number one, really quick parenthesis that I want to insert here. Please don't treat this video as an instructions to go and do something right now. And if it doesn't work in your case, manifestation doesn't fucking work. Listen, manifestation is not a 1 minute oatmeal, okay? Just like pour water and it's ready in 1 minute. There's a pre-pavement, there's an orchestration, there's a preparation, okay, towards manifestation. Like when you get up in the morning, you don't just like roll out of bed and go to work or whatever it is you're doing. You go take a shower, right? You dry off, you put on nice clothes, nice makeup, and then you present yourself to the world. And so in preparation to any manifestation, any kind of experience or event, you need to shower, literally shower, cleanse yourself from the past experiences. This is how you quantum leap. You need to put on new clothes, new attitude, new makeup, new outlook. And then you know what to expect. So it's not like 1, 2, 3, it didn't work, back to my crying corner I go. Like, hello, give yourself a chance here. And any progress that you make insofar as the closer you get to making this a completely normal situation for you, that this person is in love with you and always has been, parenthesis here, that you're realizing it now, like some of you, not for nothing, like again, pushing it away by your assumptions about what's possible for you. On the surface, like 99% of my clients, like literally amazing people, fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous, talented, just really extraordinary. I'm truly blessed with my clients. But they, and I, I always say that because it's so true, can, get enough of my clients, but they don't see who they really are. The confidence is not there. So this is what needs to come together for you, but give yourself a chance to prep yourself. Since you don't have confidence today, don't you think that it's not a 1 minute fucking instant situation for you to acquire this confidence? And remember, you can never unbecome this golden Buddha. You're rediscovering that you are. You forgot. You can never become more godlike in that sense. You already given all of these faculties, all of this knowledge that within you is dormant. Somebody just needs to shake you up, and that's what I do here. And so my story, excuse me. So I had this situation. This is not a romantic situation, but this is why this is titled Anyone, how to make anyone fall in love madly with you. Again, use this benevolently, but at that moment in time, I really used it to my benefit in order to finally close out a situation in my life that was really annoying, okay? And so I'm being completely transparent and honest. This person literally hated me. We were in a dispute, in a legal dispute. It was going on. It was dragging on. And that week or that day, I can't remember, I had made an intention. Like, this is it. We're closing this chapter out. I'm tired of this situation. And remember, this person hates me. Okay? And I was kind of like, not hating, but really didn't like this person because of the ways, things that have transpired between us. Now, nothing wrong with the person per se, it's just the way that they behaved. And everybody, in the 3D told me, Anna, this is going to drag on for much longer, maybe potentially month more, And again, that day or maybe earlier that week, I set an intention, this will turn around. And I was meditating, and it occurred to me in meditation that, what, if I am the first one who's going to kind of like put down the sword, so to speak, and offer an olive branch, there's a chance that the situation will turn around. Something was telling me, the intuition was telling me. And so I meditated on it. And even though my lawyers later screamed their faces off at me, I'm being dramatic on purpose, but they really minded that. It was a legal situation, so we couldn't, talk directly. But I took the chance, and after meditating on this person, you know what? You are in love with me. For whatever you have had a crush on me all this time. This is your way of expressing it. You don't know how else to express it because you work with me. We can't date. This is my prep. Okay, this is my prepavement. This is my kind of like how I composed it in my mind so that I stop disliking this person. But you really have a crush on me, and I'm going to reach out to you, and you will not be able to say no to me, because there was something like, in other words, the lawyers were making a big deal about it, but it was like literally an inch away. He could have done one thing and the whole thing would have been, there was potential for to close out this case on amicable terms and everybody's happy. And so I took the chance, and after sending him this intention and literally making this it didn't take, it literally took me like under an hour, okay? I meditated, I changed my mind about him, and I sent him this good energy, like, you're in love with me, you have a crush on me, let's just fucking patch this up, let's move on with our lives. And I kid you not, I emailed him, hey, listen, I didn't say it like that, but I said it nicely, here's what we can do, I can do this, just wave, yes to your lawyer, and let's just do this shit. And it happened. Okay, my lawyers told me it's gonna be this and that, month more. I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. So guess what? He signed off on what I needed. And not only that, but I said, going forward, since we do have to work together, you are going out of your way to please me. You don't even understand why. Like, you have a crush on me and you want to please me, like literally going out of your way. You're sending me gifts. You're apologizing. You're losing your mind over me. Like, I just wanted to fuck with him, for all that time that, you know what I mean? He was causing me grief and all that. Okay, motherfucker. Again, being so honest. And I'm telling you, this guy did everything. Things that were like, he didn't have to. He sent me gifts. He apologized. He was like hanging on my every word. I saw him the other day. He's still staring at me like with this in love situation, because that's what makes things easier for me. We're never going to date. It's not that kind of party, but this is how easy it was. And, we just have to work together, but we have limited contact with each other, but still it's, has to be arranged through him, certain thing, and it's like it's a completely different situation. And so you see, you can do the same thing with your SP123. I mean, if I wanted to bring back an SP right now, change their mind, make them fall in love with me all over again, I can do that. I just don't want any of my past SPs. It's not that kind of party for me anymore. Okay, but if I wanted to, I could. It's just concentration. You're zeroing in on what you want them to feel. And you are creating the story within your mind. It perfectly makes sense. It's up to you to get over your resentment. It's up to you to get over your old, shit show story that is playing out in these bogus ways that it's not letting you experience and do and create the happiness that you want in your life. It's that magical. You are feeling it for them. That's it. That's the recipe. And so, excuse me, it is very predictable what's going to happen with your SP. You are the one who's going to predict it. Don't wait for them to change magically. Don't wait for them to come to their own conclusions. You are coming to the conclusions for them. This is how you orchestrate. You're already doing it anyway. You're just doing it reverse perhaps right now. But understand that this is the responsibility going forward that you have over your life, and just might as well claim it. And so Um, one second, excuse me. When you're struggling with these ideas, when you perhaps can't accept that, yes, this person that perhaps behaved in a certain other way, that wasn't pleasing to me at all, just focus on a thought that is far more exciting than any fear, any doubt, any kind of perhaps even bad memory that you may have. The vision of the possible future, the so-called future, the vision of the possible outcome should excite you so much. For me, it was ever so exciting to close this shit out. You don't even understand. It was so exciting. Okay, I got exactly what I wanted from this dude, even though we were like this, like, so that situation excited me ever so much more than what my lawyers were telling me, the doom and gloom and dupa dupa tu. Remember, both fear and faith require for you to believe into something, buy into something that you cannot see, as Bob Proctor said very famously, okay, a while ago. You cannot see either, and yet you trust one or the other. And so which consultant are you going to trust? The fear, the insecurity that's telling you it's not going to happen. The whole world can tell you it's not going to happen, and you'll be like, that's fine, that's your fucking opinion, but I have another consultant up here. It's called faith. And so faith comes in and tells you, don't worry about it, it's a piece of fucking cake. This is how I talk, because it's not only faith at this point, it's fucking knowing. I know that I can change it. So it has to, the truth is always exciting. And why I do this? Because that is the only truth. The outcome that you want is the truth. That is your truth. I was completely unbothered by what my lawyers told me. I was completely unbothered by, I didn't even share it with anybody other than, my lawyers. That was between me and them. I didn't, too many cooks, sometimes it's no good. It's you and your manifestation. And so which consultant are you going to prefer? It's which reality you're going to end up in. And so it has to excite you, the idea of this person falling in love with you. Wow, I can be there. I can be there. They're treating me so nicely, really feeling it in your heart chakra, really projecting it out onto them and thinking for them. They cannot stop thinking about me. Like something just turned around in their head completely. But you are the only head that's thinking in the entirety of the universe. So in that sense, there is no such thing as free will. Just don't wait for it. You're orchestrating the whole situation. And so don't tell me these stories. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 50s. I'm in my 60s. You know something? Just wake up and live happily ever after with your own ideas. Nobody gives a shit about your age. Nobody gives a shit how long it has been. It could change right now. You can start falling in love with your life and then source that inspiration, these passions that you'll have in your life. Right now, chances are you're not passionate about life because you're under the impression that somehow this dude or dudette, this guy or girl, they owe you, or they need to come and console you and comfort you and love you, and then you're gonna be happy. But it's reverse, my darling. You need to be happy. You're the one who's going to tell them what to do with your energy. If your energy is unfulfilled with yourself, if you don't know you're the golden Buddha, if you don't know that you have this power over people, if you think it's witchcraft or shit like that, like you're already doing it, how could it be fucking witchcraft? Then, okay, don't wait for the result. It's your mind. It's your mind, it's your mind, it's your mind. They have nothing to do with what you will decide. They don't have any power. The only power that is being exercised is your own. So if you are saying they're falling in love with me right now, I'm sitting here, I haven't moved, still New York City, still my office, still almost midnight, and now I'm deciding, look, just right here, right now, I can start thinking of a person. I can get into their psyche. I can get into their energy. And now I'm vibrating. This is exciting. And they're going to start feeling excitement also. If I start vibrating as I'm falling in love, they're going to start vibrating as they're falling in love. But you can try it in front of the mirror, and that's a whole other shebang, which I teach in coaching, by the way. You can try it in front of the mirror, okay? Mirror is a portal, parenthesis here, but that's, again, another discussion for another time, perhaps in my coaching. Or you can imagine them just being in front of you and feeling this vibration. And it's going to be as if they are, in the same room with you. But I haven't moved anywhere, but I just changed my vibration. If your core vibration changes, okay, expecting these kinds of things, getting excited about the opportunities, this is what I help people do, upgrade their core vibration. You're never going back. This is what needs to happen for you. It's not just the belief. It's not just, accepting the idea, but it's like how you're vibrating. How you're constantly communicating to the universe, what kinds of experiences to bring to you. This is really important. And so once you change that vibration, you can never go back. You don't want to go back. You just want to be there and experience more magic and miracles, quite frankly. Let me check my notes. And Leslie, yes. The reason we really go through the drama trauma panorama, as I call it, is again because it's really of paramount importance for you to cleanse your vibration, cleanse your psyche, really tune in into another, parallel reality, parallel timeline in most people's cases. I mean, I've been coaching so many people. It's amazing what happens. It's literally a different person sitting right in front of me. But again, what most people really are attracted to is this kind of like seduction almost with the drama. So the unlearning that needs to happen, this addiction towards the drama, looking for it where it's not even there, but on purpose being able to be this change out the drama for the heaven that you could be experiencing and make that seductive. Be this alchemist that, yes, I've experienced drama up until now. I have been addicted to drama, but now I am far more seduced. Make that your default preference to experience magical things, inexplicable things, things that radically change right in front of my eyes. Because I'm giving myself permission to finally, detach from the fucking drama already, detach from that timeline. And again, allow yourself to go there. For a lot of you, again, it's really hard because you're so accustomed. And this is where the blockage is. Like it's kind of like it doesn't let you go any further because you really are just attached to some idea being almost taboo. If I get everything I want, it's something bad is going to happen, or somebody's going to mind, or I don't deserve it. Whatever your story is, you're stopping it yourself. If you give yourself permission for these inexplicable miracles, shit's going to happen that it will seem impossible to you, but it will happen on a daily basis like that, simply because you know how to maneuver energy and you've gotten you reacquainted your own energy and you started taking inventory of like, oh, if I feel like this is gonna happen. If I feel like that is gonna happen. So then you start being more on purpose with your emotions. You're starting being more deliberate. And so if you're feeling some type of way towards something, whether that be money or SP or whatever, expect the result of what you're feeling. And so this is why it's so important to prepare the manifestation through self-work and stay there. If you stay there, yes, it will come to you and it will be permanent. If you are insisting on it being permanent, it will become your life. It will become permanent and there's no going back. But these miracles, like I said, they happen every day. Just by choice alone, you can get excited over something rather than dreading the past. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Thank you indeed so much. Until next time, ciao, ciao.